Dear students, now I want to talk about very important topic, which about especially IELTS reading. That is very much painful for the students, those who wanna to accept IELTS skills and IELTS exam. Actually, IELTS has four modules. Among them, reading module is very difficult for Bangladeshi students and Asian students because reading module has difficult for those they cannot read various kinds of books, they cannot read various kinds of newspaper and English literature. In this reason, they can't understand. So, how can you understand? I want to discuss this time. Please listen carefully what I say this moment. Dearest audience and students, now you can see tips to improve your reading skill. Reading a lot, no shortcut. এখানে instruction প্রথমে বলা আছে, you cannot achieve your band score in reading module within a short time. You should spend a lot of time by understand. Try to understand what you read anytime. So no shortcut method here. You will only be able to improve your reading skill with time and practice. Doing more reading about subject that you are interested in. যেই বিষয়ে পড়তে আপনার আগ্রহ সেটা আপনাকে পড়তে হবে. Any kind of articles. Whatever you like, you should read carefully and try to understand. Maximum time you can spend your mobile phone. Through mobile phone, you can read various kinds of articles, subject related matter you can read, okay? Number two, reading a lot of IELTS passages. Then you can buy books, IELTS Cambridge, then you can try to understand and read carefully. Number three, analyzing each passage carefully. Whenever you read the text or passage, you should try to understand and try to analyze what is it, why writer write these things, and importance. What is the importance behind it? You should try to predict and try to perception about articles or text, okay? Finding the keywords, understanding each passage, and finding the correct answer to each questions. এখানে কোশ্চেন থাকে, questions first you should try to understand what is it, then try to find out keyword helps you to find the location of the answers. You can get location with using keyword in the passage. Number four, analyzing your mistakes and correct answers. Whenever first time you try to solve your IELTS reading questions, you face various kinds of problem. You can't do correctly. First time, second time, third time, you should guess why. What's your level? You should find out. Then you should analyze your mistakes and try to solve your problem. Number tips, pretty important. 1, 2, 3, 4. So try and practice whenever you get time. Okay. Next, technique or strategies. I want to discuss now this time for the students, those who get a bad score in IELTS reading. They can watch and listen carefully. Technique or strategy. Here is list of IELTS reading strategy. This is very much crucial for the beginners, those who try to solve this IELTS module. Because number one, because the time of IELTS reading test is limited, it is the very much common problem for the students. You don't spend too much time is reading the whole text. Don't read word for word everything you see. You don't have to understand everything. Fast in instruction, okay? Dear audience, number two, just go straight to read the questions fast. How can you solve within a limited time your IELTS reading module? And then read the passage. Number three, use skills such as skimming, scanning to quickly read for our main idea or look for keywords or look for specific details like number names and or dates. Number four, there are three passages in the IELTS test. The first passage is the easiest, then the second, then the third passage. Since the first passage is easier, it is a good idea to spend less time on this one. Don't spend time on difficult questions. Do easier section first and do difficult sections later. Read all instructions carefully, especially for questions which require you to answer in no more than 3 words or a number. Most of the answers or to questions are in the correct order in the passage, so you don't need to go back to the beginner to find the next question answer. Number 8, search for and underline the keyword. Usually, some of the words in the questions have the same meaning to word in the passage. For example, if the passage includes the words towns and cities, elderly people, the questions might use the words urban, senior citizens. Therefore, you will probably find the answer if you find similar words. Number 9, circling transitional words and phrases when you look for details such as in contrast, however, in order to ensure that these words and phrases work as a sign that important information may appear before or after them. Number 10, predict correct answer. Number 11, find the right part of the passage quickly. Read the part carefully. Read the sentences before and after keyword that you have found to look for the correct answer. Number 12, IELTS is very big on paraphrasing and using range of different language for the same meaning. এখানে বলা আছে যে এখানে প্যারাফ্রেজিং থাকে, অর্থাৎ সিনোনিমস দিয়ে দেয় এবং সেন্টেন্সের যে স্ট্রাকচার সেটাকে একটু ঘুরিয়ে একটু ডিফিকাল্টিস কমপ্লিকেটেড ওয়ে থাকে, বাট মূল থিম এবং মিনিংটা সিমিলার। এবং এখানে ব্যবহার হয় ইউজ রেঞ্জ অফ ডিফারেন্ট ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ স্ট্রাকচার, অর্থাৎ ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ সিমিলার ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ বাট স্ট্রাকচার ভ্যারিয়েশন আছে। Therefore, when you look at questions or statements, you need to think about possible phrases that will help you identify what the answer is and to actually get the right answer. Number 13, common traps. You can get common traps in the listening module and the IELTS reading modules. Okay, one of the more common traps you need to is know is comparisons. If you see comparative sentence in the questions more or less, then make sure you also find a comparison in the passage to find the correct answer. Number 4, also look for these types of words. If they say all and the question says some, that is not match. Likewise, say the majority and the question says some, that also not match. This is really testing your ability to understand exact difference and the exact meaning of the word, meaning of words. Number 15, don't overthink the answer. Many students get wrong answer simply because they think too hard about small difference in meaning. Number 16, time management. You will have 60 minutes for reading test with 40 questions in total. Therefore, you need to manage your time wisely. Within